Now your Super Doppler 10 forecast with meteorologist Christy Stewart.
Well, we are feeling more like summer for the next couple of days ahead of an approaching front. As we head throughout this morning, we will be seeing that mix of sun and clouds, a little bit of patchy fog that we are dealing with out there as well. But high temperatures will be reaching into the upper 80s today, around 90 degrees for tomorrow, and we'll have that increased humidity. Definitely feeling like summer as we head throughout the next couple of days. We do have a cold front that's on the way that will be bringing us some scattered showers. Storms for this second half of this week and continuing into the weekend. And then we are keeping an eye on the tropics and the Atlantic. There's a couple of waves that could be potentially impacting us as we get into next week. So right now we're starting off with our temperatures upper 60s, lower 70s. That's about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than this time yesterday morning. You'll feel that when you step outside. You'll also feel the higher humidity. We do have our dew points in the upper 60s to the lower 70s. Now, because temperatures and dew points are about the same, that's where we are seeing some of that dense patchy fog that has formed across northeastern North Carolina primarily. So just keep that in mind as you're headed out the door. Now on the radar, we are nice and dry right now. I do expect us to stay pretty decently dry for today. Mix of sun and clouds. As we get into this evening, we might see a couple of stray showers popping up, but most areas stay dry for today. Tomorrow, we will be having that mix of sun and clouds again. A lot of clearing in the afternoon, which will be adding fuel to some of these thunderstorms that will be developing and passing through in the evening hours. So after 5 p.m., we'll start to see those scattered showers and storms moving through. Some of them could become strong to severe. Continuing to see scattered showers and storms, not a washout, but throughout the day on your Friday, as we have that cold front that will be passing through Friday evening and then stalling along our coastline. As that front stalls, we'll continue to see showers for the weekend. We do have a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe storms out there for the day on Thursday evening. So we could be seeing some of those storms becoming stronger, damaging winds are the primary concern. Now, as it looks like that front will now stall along the coast, we are not going to be getting rid of that humidity anytime soon, staying with that muggy air as we head throughout the weekend. But our temperatures will be dropping after that front does pass through. So that's some good news. Let's talk about what's happening in the Atlantic. We do have Hurricane Gabrielle, and then we've got a couple of waves that we're keeping an eye on. So here's Hurricane Gabrielle, Category 3 right now. It's going to continue to make its way through the Atlantic, not impacting anybody as it weekends. But what we're keeping an eye on is this one wave that has an 80% chance of formation in the next 48 hours. This will likely soon become a tropical storm. And then we have an area of disorganized stuff that's happening near Puerto Rico. That one is also having a decent chance of formation. That one has an 80% chance of formation in the next 5 days. And then we have that other larger wave, 90% chance of formation in the next 5 days. So what could we potentially see with this? Well, the one model, the GFS, is in the yellow, and then our European model is in the red. So that is predicting the GFS says only one of the storms, the stronger one, will be developing, but the European says both of those will be developing into something. So what would happen if both of them developed? One of them, likely the one closer to the East Coast, would have to be weaker because of the energy clash that we're seeing there. But pretty good agreement with the GFS and the European that that stronger storm will be making its way somewhere between us and Bermuda. So we'll continue to watch that to see how close it could potentially come to our coastline and if that second one does develop and if that could provide us impacts. If we do see anything, that would be happening as we get into late next week. So we'll continue to watch that and keep you updated. But what we are going to be seeing is that cold front moving through, bringing us scattered showers and storms late Thursday, continuing into the weekend as that front stalls. Now, if that second system doesn't develop, maybe that front will push through, so maybe that would help us be a little bit drier for the weekend. We'll keep you updated on that. Next week is a little bit up in the air depending on what happens in the Atlantic, but temperatures will be cooler in the mid to the upper 70s. All right.